morning, guys. It's me, Sandra, TTC 45, coming to you again with another bump date on my way to drop Pebbles off to the daycare as usual. Today I am 24 weeks and 5 days, so I have officially made it to viability. Yay! And so that was one of my milestones. Of course, my next milestone is 27 weeks, and I've already explained why that is a milestone. But I am going to have a echocardiogram with my maternal fetal medicine. This appointment may be a lengthy appointment because not only do they have to check both babies' heart, but I'm not sure why they schedule my growth scan the same day. So this may be a lengthy appointment, somewhere between 1 to 2 hours. But I am excited to see how big the babies have gotten because I haven't had a growth scan in a month. And according to my app, they should be at least 1.5 pounds. So I am excited to go and get this scan done. Last time I went to the maternal fetal medicine 2 weeks ago, he diagnosed me with polydrominos. I think I'm saying that correctly. And that's when there's more than enough fluid around the baby. And I was told that polydrominos can actually fix itself. It's not really nothing I can do to fix it. And they don't worry when you're mildly polydrominos, which is what I was, mildly polydromino. They only worry when it becomes severe, because when it becomes severe, it actually causes you to go into preterm labor, or it actually causes your water to break. When I went to my next appointment with my OB, remember every appointment I go to, I have an ultrasound. When they did the measurements, the fluid was perfect. So hopefully it fixed itself. So I would have a second opinion about that on today when I go in to see if it fixed itself. So you'll be quiet. You'll be quacking me up with that. So anyway, other than that, I am going to see my what do you call it? My endocrinologist to see how the blood sugars are coming. My A1C came back perfect. It actually came back lower than standard. I've never had an A1C that was below standard. My A1C have always either been in the standard range or above standard, which is a sign of diabetes, of course, but have never been below standard. So I have been rocking this blood sugar. And my doctor, my OB doctor, when I went to her on last week, she walked in the room, just was saying, "I'm so proud of you." That's exactly how she said it. She said, "I'm so proud of you." She said, "You are doing so good with this pregnancy." She said, "Your blood pressures are awesome. Your sugars is awesome. You are just doing well." She's like, "How are you feeling?" I said, "I feel fine." I have no complaints at all as far as the pregnancy is concerned. It's starting to feel much like when I was pregnant with Pebbles. When I was pregnant with Pebbles, I had no problems. So I actually feel fine. I have a lot of energy, a lot more than I had from the first trimester. So with this extra added energy that I have been trying to rearrange my room with the help of my sons to welcome these 2 babies in, because of course they're going to have to share rooms with me for a while. And at this point, at the time that I'm recording this video, my sons do not know that it's twins yet. I did have the gender reveal virtual video created, and you guys should have saw it in my last video. So by the time this video posts, they will have known that I'm actually having twins. So I do plan to video their reaction, because I don't know how they're going to react to that. And I've also included a lot more family and friends on to the fact that I'm pregnant, more friends than family. I still haven't reached out to my extended family. I've reached out to just a couple of them that I knew that I can trust. But at this point in my pregnancy, getting ready to deliver in the next 2.5 months, it don't even matter who finds out. So it really wouldn't bother me if other family members found out. But I have opened up to more family. My daughters know, my oldest girls, they know. They really haven't said anything to me personally, but according to my sons always say that they always ask them, how's mom doing, how's the pregnancy coming along. You know, they don't ask it to me directly, but they claim that they ask it to them. So I don't know. I will be sending them the link to the online virtual gender reveal, so they will also know that it's twins too. So I don't know at that point would they have something to say, but at this point they haven't really been saying anything to me. So yes, I am doing awesome. I have no type of complaints. Only pregnancy symptoms I'm still having, of course, is these crazy vivid dreams. I mean, I just be waking up like, what the fuck? What the hell was that? Like this morning, Jesus, I'm just having the most outright crazy dreams. And of course my boobs are still sore like I don't know what. But the babies, they are just moving. These are some active little ones. I be talking to my belly, asking them, when do y'all go to sleep? Because it seems like they never sleep. They just always moving. By now, you should have saw the video that I posted of them kicking, because this is what I feel all the time. I don't just feel kicking. They don't just be kicking and punching. I can feel their little fists going across my stomach, and I can feel the little knees going across. They are just very active. It's like, do y'all ever sleep? Do you guys ever sleep up in there? So I'm glad to have that feeling. I have not used my what do you call it, the Doppler for the heartbeats in a few weeks now, because the movement, you know, keeps my mind at ease now. But sometimes they can move just a little bit too much. Sometimes they movements kind of hurt a little. I mean, I don't know what the heck they be in there doing. I don't know if they be on top of each other and making it worse. I don't know what it be, but sometimes they movements can hurt a little. And so I try to drink some water to get some water up in there, get them more floating room. The last time I was there at the OB, my baby A head was down, which, if you guys recall, both of them was breached for a long time, like over a month they was breached. So I was happy to hear that baby A made her way with her head down. I'm not sure if it's still down, because I still got a long ways to go, so they still have room to flip-flop. But I immediately noticed the difference when I wasn't feeling the little foot down in my crotch area. I mean, I was really feeling foot down in my crotch area, so that's how I knew they was breached. But then all of a sudden I wasn't feeling that foot down in my crotch area no more, so I was kind of wondering if one or both of them had turned head up. So when I go in today, I would actually know if they are still, one is head up and one is head down, or if both up or both are down. I would know which position that they in, because like I said, they move so much. I wouldn't be surprised if they was laying in a T-section like my twin boys was. So yeah, also too, my OB have officially set my induction date. I had talked to her when I went to her last week, and I told her, I asked her, I said, you know, when am I due to deliver these babies? She said, okay, well, the maternal fetal medicine want us to deliver at 36 weeks, no later than 37 weeks. I said, okay, here's the thing. I said, I'm big on Christmas with my children. My children is worried about not having a good Christmas because they're thinking I'm going to be in the hospital. I'm due to turn 36 weeks the day before Christmas and 37 weeks the day before New Year. I told her I didn't want to be in the hospital on Christmas or New Year's, and she said that's fine. So we officially set the date for December the 27th. Christmas is on a Saturday, so the 27th is that following Monday, and that following Monday I am due to have my labor induced. I'm not sure if it's going to be a planned C-section, but she did state that she was going to push hard for a vaginal delivery. It just really depends on the cooperation of the babies, if they're in the right position for me to have a vaginal delivery. If they're not in the right position for me to have a vaginal delivery, then of course I can't have a vaginal delivery. But she's gonna push. She says she will hate the fact that I've had so many vaginal deliveries, and then all of a sudden I'm starting to have C-sections. So that made a whole lot of sense. I am also going to show you guys a video of my baby haul. So I told you guys once I get 24 weeks pregnant that I was going to start shopping for the baby. Well, my shopping has really been light because I came up with the most crazy idea of replicating the clothes that I had already had saved in the bins from Pebbles. I took the tedious time of going through each and every one of those outfits and shoes that was left, and I actually found at least 95% of those same items somewhere online, somewhere, some store. Most of them I used, but that's okay. I can deal with used, and some of them I knew, but I was able to replicate the outfits so that Pebbles can I wouldn't have to buy nothing but one outfit instead of buying two. So I'm gonna do a baby haul to show y'all what I'm talking about with that. And I have bought maybe a couple things outside of that. I told you every pay period I'm going to do diapers and sleepers and undershirts, onesies. So I did that. I also bought one big ticket item because I found it on sale for an unbelievable price that you probably can't beat nowhere else. So I'll tell you guys about that as well. So you guys should also be expecting that video after this video. And I'm going to be back to you guys after I leave the maternal fetal medicine. Right now I'm going to go ahead and drop Pebbles off. My maternal fetal medicine is not too far from here. Once I leave the maternal fetal medicine, I will let you guys know how that went. Stay tuned, ladies. Hey guys, I'm in the middle of the echocardiogram. They just finished baby A. Still lathered up here. They let me take a break before they do baby B because that took like 45 minutes. And then after that, I got to go to another room to do my growth scan. Pray for me. This is a long scan. Oh my God, ladies. I am just leaving the maternal fetal medicine. I was literally there 3 hours to the exact. This was longer than the anatomy scan appointment. These little active rascals in my stomach always make my ultrasounds a little longer than they need to be. I mean, this was going to be a long ultrasound anyway because it was the echocardiogram, but it was really difficult for the ultrasound tech to get the pictures that she needed due to the movement. I mean, it was just constant movement, but she did a pretty good job. It took a while. She did let me nap because it was long and I was sleepy. So I ended up just taking a nap. And afterwards, the cardiologist, the pediatric cardiologist comes in and review every picture that she takes, because she takes a lot of pictures, and he reviewed them while in the room with you. And he was going through all of them and had her write down certain things, and he was applauding her for getting such great pictures considering how busy the babies were. And then after that, I have to go to his consult room so he can tell me the results of it. At first he had me scared because the first thing he said when he came in there was, do I have a family history of children in a home, in a family with heart defects or heart issues where they have had to have surgery? And I'm like, no. So I'm getting scared. I'm thinking he finna say something bad. But he turned around and said that the babies looked good. He didn't see no reason for retesting. He said they're pretty busy in there, but he didn't see no reason to bring me back to retest. So that was good. That kind of gave me a relief. And then I had to go next door to start the growth scan. The growth scan wasn't too bad. She was pretty quick with getting the growth of the babies. And baby A is 1 pound 10 ounces. Baby B is 1 pound 8 ounces. The maternal fetal medicine came in after the growth scans, which they always come in after my scans. And he told me that they are looking great. He told me to keep up the good work. He said, you are doing awesome. He saw my new A1C. He said, you're doing awesome. He was pretty much just congratulating me like my OB did. And he said that the babies were looking good. He said they pretty active in there. Everybody noticed how active they are. He said they pretty active up in there. And he said that baby A was in the 50 percentile. Baby B was in the 47 percentile, which is perfect. So I was glad to get that news. All of them was asking me, was I getting ready for them? I told them slowly but surely, I'm starting to, get things together for them, because I only have 2.5 months before I'll be delivering them. So I'm excited. Everything is good. My appointments now, after this month, I go back in 2 weeks for the maternal fetal medicine, and I believe that may be the last 2 weeks, or I may have 2 more weeks after that. I think I got 2 more appointments that's 2 weeks apart, and then after that appointment, then they spread them out to every 3 weeks, because at that point they don't need to see you that often. So I won't be seeing them too often after this month, pretty much. But the good thing is all of my scans starting next appointment will be growth scans, so I will always know how big the baby is after each scan that I have. So that's a plus. Now, as far as my OB appointments, I'm not sure if she's going to keep it at every 2 weeks until probably the end of November. I think, or is it the end of this month? Maybe sometime in the middle of November, I have to start NST. And I know when I did NST with Pebbles, I had to go in twice a week for that. So I'm not sure how her setup is. And it was a weekly thing, so I'm not sure if I have to do it once a week or twice a week with her. But I do know that the NSTs are weekly. So I might be doing that starting the middle, because I start that at 30 weeks. And I should be 30 weeks by, I think, towards the middle of November. I'm not 100% sure. Somewhere around the middle of November, maybe towards the end of November, I will be, no, it's towards the middle of November. I should be around 30 weeks, and then I'll start the NST. But other than that, ladies, everything looked good. I thank you, ladies, for all your continued prayers. I am still holding out hope and prayers and keeping my fingers crossed for those of you who are still in this race. I am still hoping for your BFPs. I am also praying that you guys don't give up. I'm hoping that my pregnancy is an inspiration to a lot of you women, especially women of advanced maternal age, so you know that you still have a chance. You know, it may not be the way you want it to be, but God can still bless you with a child. Not only is he blessing me to have another baby, but he's blessing me to have two. Wasn't my option, but that was his plan. So anyway, I thank you ladies, and I'm sending sticky baby dust to all of you ladies out there who are still in this race, and I love you ladies. Mwah.